Aunty Chizi. Stories for any time of the day. For today's story, we're going to be reading Little Red Riding Hood, illustrated by Mike Gordon. I'm super excited to be sharing this book with you as it was one of my favourites growing up. So grab your favourite soft toy, sit back and let's begin. Once upon a time there was a little girl called Little Red Riding Hood. She always wore a bright red cloak with a bright red hood. Oh, I love my cloak! She lived with her mother in a cottage on the edge of some deep, dark woods. One day, Little Red Riding Hood's mother gave her a pot of Brussels sprout soup.
Take this to your grandmother on the other side of the woods. But remember the rules of the woods.
I promise, Mummy. Skippity, 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 skip. Skippity, 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 skip. Oh, what a lovely day! Good morning, Little Red Riding Hood, says the woodcutter. Good morning, woodcutter, called Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood looked deeper and deeper into the deep, dark woods. It grew darker and darker, so Little Red Riding Hood didn't see the wolf waiting for her on the path, and the wolf didn't see Little Red Riding Hood. What are you doing in the middle of the path? I nearly spilt my grandma's Brussels sprout soup. Sprouts? Yuck! Wolves only eat juicy red meat. Little Red Riding Hood had forgotten the rule. Don't talk to wolves. The wolf was just about to gobble up Little Red Riding Hood when he had a brilliant idea. I'll eat Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother. So, where does your dear little granny live then, eh? Asked the wolf. Well, over there, in the cottage, on the other side of the woods. The wolf raced to the cottage and knocked on the door. Come in, called grandmother. The wolf leaped into the room and gobbled up Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother in 2 seconds flat. Bony, but not bad, eh? Then he pulled on her cap, jumped into bed and waited for Little Red Riding Hood. Soon there was a knock at the door. Come in, snarled the wolf as softly as he could. Little Red Riding Hood looked at her grandmother, then looked again. Oh, Granny, what big ears you have. All the better to hear you with. But Granny, what big eyes you have. All the better to see you with. Oh, Granny, what big teeth you have. All the better to eat you with. In one bound, the wolf was out of bed and gobbling up Little Red Riding Hood. Delicious, he said, then fell fast asleep. What's going on? Wondered the woodcutter. He's eaten that poor old woman, realised the woodcutter. He picked up some scissors, he snipped open the wolf's tummy. Out popped grandmother and Little Red Riding Hood too. Quick as a flash, Little Red Riding Hood picked up some stones and piled them into the wolf's tummy. And when the wolf woke up, he tried to sneak out of the door. But the stones rattled and rattled and rattled inside him. Now everyone can hear me coming. I'll never catch anyone, cried the wolf. Exactly, said the woodcutter. You'll just have to eat vegetables instead. The wolf was never able to eat another person. As for Little Red Riding Hood, she never ever talked to a wolf again. The end. See you next time.